Now, when it comes to smaller fifth wheels, this is one of my favorite floor plans, and this is the Grand Design Reflection version of that floor plan, the 28RL. It's part of their 100 series with auto level system, backup camera prep, roof ladder, hitch, 2 slide outs, or you may call them pop outs. Now, one thing, me personally, I don't think it's necessary to have an auto level system on a fifth wheel that's this lightweight, under 33 feet in total length. I'd rather save the weight and have the electric stabilizers, but that's just my preference. That doesn't mean I'm right, okay? But just to kind of give you an idea. Now, when it comes to the bigger stuff, 35 feet and over, I'm always a big fan of doing auto level. But when it's something this small and light, it's just tough for me to see that. Now, I do like the pass-through storage, the way they lined it, but this is actually one of the smaller pass-throughs of this actual floor plan. And you'll see why when we go inside, because remember what I always say, you can only get so much in a coach. None of them are ever gonna be exactly perfect of what you want. But we walk inside, you can see Happy Days RV has it for 58 grand. You got your dinette that has a freestanding table and chairs on one side and the booth on the other. So this really isn't gonna be a bed. The only bed is gonna be in the back with your sleeper sofa, and then you have your theater seating. Now, in other versions of this floor plan, there's more counter space. This one actually has the smaller kitchen, but the trade-off is you actually get more organized storage over on that wall. So you get 2 choices. You can either have a small pantry over on this side with a bigger kitchen setup, or you can have the smaller kitchen setup with the more organized, I guess you could call it a pantry or kitchen area, but realistically just better organization. So there's 2 versions of it. That's the way Grand Design wants to do, is this way. Now, it's not as tall as, let's say, a Jayco or Keystone Cougar in the back, but some of the things that are really nice about the Reflection is if you actually go compare to everybody else and you actually grab under here and move, you can't move the island. A lot of manufacturers, a lot of brands, that island gets a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So just little small things to separate, right? So you're going to give up some sleeping area to have a bigger island kitchen, but same time, smaller overall. Fireplace, flat screen TV. Now, this is the smaller 12-volt electric refrigerator. Keep in mind, okay, there is a lot of companies that use the residential size refrigerator and freezer. There's not going to be much of a difference in the actual size overall. It might be a little bit bigger, but at the same time, you still got plenty of space in the fridge for, even long week-long trips. 3-burner stove and oven, microwave. Going into the bathroom, now they decided to go to a little bit longer shower instead of the deeper shower. Nothing wrong with that. You still have plenty of space to turn your head. Still got plenty of space to wipe your butt, wash your butt. I'm not going to say the other word. But what that gives you a benefit of is it gives you the toilet at this angle so you feel like you have some chicken wing space, some elbow room. It also gives you the ability to have a little more counter space and drawers inside the bathroom. So even though it's not deeper, it's the longer shower, there are trade-offs that are positives. Now, this I don't like, never have. And I don't like this in any brand, okay? But you do have the walk-around queen bed. I just don't like to step up into the thing. I like the closet space. I like where the TV backer is. I love the fact that it's a 50-amp coach with 2 air conditioners. Love all that stuff. Love that it has solar. But there's always trade-offs with things, guys. I mean, that's the way it is. But again, if you're worried about frame failure and frame flex, things like that, this is not the size that Grand Design had issues with. This is actually one of the smaller sizes that didn't have any issues. So don't skip over this. I know there's still a lot of people are like, no way am I going to touch a Grand Design because of all the frame problems. But if you go look, it's all the stuff 35 feet or bigger. This is obviously under that. So very much enjoy it. It's a 2026 28RL. I'll try to put the specs in the description box below. And if you want to see what I'm talking about when it comes to the kitchen layout here and how it's different, in the top right hand corner of this video, I'm going to link another video that'll give you what the other option of the floor plan actually looks like. Until next time, remember RV stands for toolkit and sense of humor.